for your lips. Oh. Are we live?
Yep.
I think we are. Hi guys.
Hey guys.
What are you? What's on your head? Oh, you're a reindeer. Wait, puff your lips. It didn't catch you. Do it again. Hi, Lindy. We're just enjoying the filters for a minute. Now I'm a reindeer. This doesn't look like a reindeer.
No.
All right. Good morning, guys. How are you? Hey, Kimmy. Like my hat?
Sexy Santa. I like that.
Hi, Danny and I are here. We can turn off the... How do you turn this off? Uh-oh. There. That was fun. We're going to talk about wellness through the holidays, and we decided to go live with this because we're stressed and running short on time, and there hasn't been time to do a video that we can have time to edit and stuff. So this is life, and we decided to go live with it this week. And so forgive us for any of our fumblings.
Yes.
Hopefully everybody had a great Thanksgiving and on to Christmas. And one of the things we wanted to talk about was stress. It's something that we're dealing with a lot, and everybody is probably dealing with. And we just wanted to talk for a few minutes about how to deal with the stress and relieving the stress and why we're stressing and what to bring our focus back to during the holiday season. So
yeah, everybody we keep running into, at least in the gym, is just the list doesn't end, and the Christmas parties and the kids' Christmas parties and the kids' plays it can quickly take over everything. So yeah, Linda, the queen of stress. Yeah, it just catches up to you. I mean, I'm moving right now, and life's just gotten busy, and it's like we didn't even put up our Christmas tree. So I can't imagine everybody else's life, and so just taking a few minutes to spend this time and just kind of refocus. What is the purpose of this season? What do we want out of the whole time? So you had some good tips about exercise.
Yeah, one of the things that I'm working on personally, some goals. It just happened to fall at holiday season, and just trying to get back into better shape and get stronger and healthier. And here comes Christmas, and people are dropping goodies off at my house, and chocolate mints and moose munch, caramel chocolate covered popcorn. And it's just such a huge temptation. Yesterday, I will be totally real. Yesterday I gave in. I had a few mints. I had some chocolate moose munch. And today I'm retaining water. But you know,
it's real life.
Yeah, it's real life. And I'm not going to beat myself up over it too much, but I'm going to, I indulged a little bit yesterday, and I'm going to get back on track and just staying focused with the goals that I have. And not only because they're my goals, but because exercise and eating right is so important for your mental health. And in talking about exercise, it's such a great stress reliever. Some of the things that you're going to get from exercise are you're going to increase your endorphins. Those are those little feel-good neurons inside the brain. Exercise gets the blood flowing and pumps up your endorphins. And something I read this morning is that exercise is meditation in motion.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that too. It's, this morning was hard. It was cold, 54 degrees or something outside.
For us, it's cold.
Yeah, in Miami. That's very cold for us. But I wanted to stay snuggled in my bed, and I knew I needed to get up and get to the gym, and I was going to feel better once I get there. And you have to use energy to create more energy. Yeah. So to get up and get moving, I knew it was going to give me the energy that I needed to get through the day. And it's also going to take my mind off of the things that I'm worrying about, or I'm stressing about. So that's what meditation in motion or moving and doing something that I can't focus on all my problems and all my worries and everything that I'm stressed out about that I shouldn't be stressed out about. So it improves your mood, your self-confidence. You're going to sleep better at night. And it's so easy, just do what you love. Find something that you enjoy doing. Hey, Tammy. And do it for 30 minutes, something physical. Go for a walk your dog. If my dog doesn't get a 2 to 3 mile walk every day, she'll drive me nuts, bouncing off the walls. So, that's something that encourages me. Get out there and move. This morning, my husband came with me, and, we came back and we were just relaxed, and just it feels good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Linda had a good point. What do you do if you don't really have time and life is crazy? And that's exactly it at this time. It's crazy.
You have to make time.
I would say either go to sleep a little bit early and wake up a little bit earlier, and just, even if it's 10 minutes, get outside or do some jumping jacks, run it in place. It could be really simple and easy. It's just that doing it, putting that alarm clock on, having your tennis shoes ready, and even just going for that walk with the dog, like she got Ron to do. Or again, you could get your heart rate up really quickly, 30 jumping jacks, 30 seconds running in place, get your knees up, butt kickers, some sit-ups, and just 2 rounds of that, or even taking a rest and then doing it maybe 3 times. What would that take? Take you barely any time if you've got that heart rate up and you've let that out.
Just 15 to 20 minutes, do it. Wake up earlier, Lindy. That's what you have to do. I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. 5:15, my alarm goes off, because I know that if I don't get up and do it before the rest of the world wakes up, before my family gets up, the day is going to take over and I won't get it done. Mm-hmm. So
you go to sleep a little bit earlier too.
I go to sleep a little bit earlier. Most of the time I go to bed before my 11-year-old, but it's okay. You do what you have to do. You have to make sacrifices for what's important. And exercise is important to your physical and your mental health. So go to bed earlier, Lindy. 5 hours of sleep is not enough.
Maybe have your food ready for the week's worth, or maybe something so you don't have to maybe spend so much time in the kitchen at night, or
don't watch TV.
Yeah, no TV. Find little things that you can kind of adjust. Those 5 minutes everywhere can add up quickly. So maybe that would be a good tip.
Or do it on your lunch break. Take a break in the middle of the day and, get it done on your lunch break.
Yeah, I think that's the next thing we really wanted to talk about. I've found, you're welcome. I've found that taking that 5 minutes either in the morning or sometime throughout the day to kind of set your intention on what it is that you want to experience through your day. So for example, some days I wake up and I just really want to sit in gratitude. And so I'll put an alarm clock. Maybe it's not always 5 minutes, but 2 or 3 minutes, and you just sit there and quiet, and what will be my intention today? And so if your intention, it's important that we take care of ourselves. So just to set that time of being quiet.
Yeah.
And just really, what is it? Because if not, the alarm goes off, you run out the door, you're getting the food ready, and you're out, and then the whole day's over before you know it. Mm-hmm. So really, what is it that you want to focus on for your day? What do you want to experience? And just spending that little bit of time really does change the trajectory of your day.
And how would we do that? What does that look like? Spending 5 minutes in gratitude.
So for me, usually I'll try to get my journal. I'll go sit, and I'll just kind of, this is real personal, but I'll sit and visualize my mind, my body, and my spirit. And I'll say, okay, what's going to rule me today? Is my fear, or is my thoughts going to take over? Or am I going to let my spirit and take care of my body? And so I put that as my focus, and my headband fell off. But that's what is important for me, because if not, my thoughts and my fear and my negative thoughts will take over. So for me, that's how it looks personally. Another way is, we usually talk to you about some little oil tips.
doTERRA oils.
doTERRA oils. And so I have peace and serenity. And when I'm getting stressed or I need to be really focused for that day, I'll just put a little bit on the back of my neck, smell it, or diffuse it. So those are other little tips. And then this is a good one we talked about. Just smile. right? You know, changing that facial expression on your face
Yeah.
really does something. When you're out in the store, Laura was saying she went somewhere.
Yeah, and the parking lot was crazy, and people are laying on the horns, and oh my gosh, it's crazy out there right now. The traffic, and there's so many elements of stress everywhere you go, you know. So, you know, one of the things that really helps me is to take the focus off of myself and focus on helping someone else. So this, I mean, sorry about that. It's always a good time to help someone else. But especially during this season, you know, there's so many people out there that are going through hard times, going through difficult times. And just take a few minutes to think about, how can I help somebody else? How can I bless somebody else during this time? And you'll be surprised to see how quickly, you know, you feel better when you take your thoughts and your focus off of what you're going through, and it shifts to, let me help somebody else, and how that can impact their life. I mean, it's just such a positive thing that you can do, and you're definitely, I mean, you're just gonna feel it. I don't know how to explain that any better.
I mean,
you know, it's
you're walking through a store and somebody smiles at you, and you're not used to it. That can change your day, or you can feel it, or someone just says hi and talks to you. I mean, it can be that simple, or it can be you go to serve in, you know, homeless ministry or serve food. So it can be all different levels, but there's always something that we can do. When someone looks sad and you smile and you ask them how they're doing, I mean, that can literally change your hour, your day. So it could be simple, or it could be a little more complex. It's really up to you. Yeah. I think the key is the discipline to get out of the zone, of your own to-do list, and set that time for exercise, or set that time for gratitude, and to smile, or to pay attention to somebody else.
Yeah. And you said something earlier. What does this season mean to you? What is the Christmas season? Hey, Calvin.
Hey.
What does the Christmas season mean to you? So, I mean, it's different for everybody, but what do you want it to mean for you is what you were talking about earlier. I mean, are we going to be taken over by the world of, you know, shop, spend all your money, you know, buy something for everybody, or, you know, bring it back to center, and what do you really want this season to be for you and for your family, and making that happen?
Yeah, and I think the best way to do that is by example. You know, if you want to experience a season of gratitude and of being with family, and just being kind and loving, or no, I got to get that parking first because I got to go and I got to finish my day, you know, and so it's being that example. Okay, you can have my parking. You know, you're that busy, and smile, and you know, those little tiny little things, you know that it's a sacrifice. You know that you're trying to, what energy you're trying to bring. Yeah. And that can start to set, that one little moment can start to set your day, your weeks, your month, and then the season's over and we're already in our new year, trying to set our new year goals that we want to keep for the whole year, right? Yeah. So
our goals for today.
Yes, exactly. So really it's stopping and maybe getting a piece of paper. What is your intention? What do you want to experience for the next few weeks? Yeah. And then spending that time each day, even if it's 5 minutes, 2 minutes, something, the discipline to do it, because if we don't, then it takes over.
Yeah. You have to be intentional with what you want your day to look like, what you want your holiday to look like, the season, the time that you're spending with your kids, your family, and even with strangers. You know, do things out of kindness without expectation for something in return, you know, because then that'll just ruin the moment for you. If you have all these expectations that you gave that guy the parking lot and that he didn't say thank you, that's going to ruin your day. So do kind stuff, you know, for others, and don't have any expectation for them to do anything in return, even thank you. I mean, it'd be great if they did, but you know, you're doing it for a different purpose. Yes.
And I would say that keep this video. We're going to save it. We're going to put it on YouTube. Yes. So maybe in a few weeks, or today you're having an awesome day and everything's on task, but watch it tomorrow or next week or maybe next year, or somebody that you know that's really having a hard time. because it happens to all of us. I mean, we can sit here and talk about it, but we're in the moment is when we got to be reminded. So keep this video. Let us know what else you want us to talk about. We love wellness. We want to help everybody that we can with our journey and what we've experienced and learned. So share, let us know, like, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll see you next Tuesday.
Yes. Thanks
Thank
for watching,
you
guys. Bye-bye.